Spokane, Washington. What can I say? Located in eastern Washington, very close to the Idaho border, known as the Lilac City. That's a lot cuter sounding than the city that never sleeps. That's right, you guessed it, I'm not from Spokane. I'm from fabulous Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming from such a hustle and bustle, fast-paced city like Vegas, Spokane was definitely a lifestyle change. Now, you may be wondering who I am and what my story is. That, my friend, is for another day. Today, we are just focusing on the beautiful city that I caught wind of. First and foremost, I just have to say that I was a naive kid. Because up until about 5 years ago, I didn't even know Spokane was a city in Washington. And yes, I did make the mistake of calling it Spokane before I learned how to say it correctly. It was important to me that I did learn it correctly because it is a pet peeve of mine when someone says Nevada. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. So, coming to Spokane for the first time, I knew nothing of this place, let alone that it's actually the second biggest city in Washington. With that, the growth that has occurred here has been insane, and it only continues to keep growing. So many people are moving here, and it's affecting our economy. Don't get me wrong, that's amazing to see such a city like this blossom and see what it's becoming, but it's getting a little crowded. There are so many things that happen here that I am shocked. I would never even imagine how popular this place is for tourists and what incredible events are actually held here. Now, if you'll follow me on my tour, I'm going to take you to one of the busiest parts of Spokane and what truly makes the city what it is. So with that being said, we're going to head downtown and talk about why #SpokaneDoesn'tSuck. That's right, you heard me correctly. #SpokaneDoesn'tSuck. Spokane has its own hashtag. Shortly after moving here, I noticed the hashtag on a coworker's water bottle. I was so curious that I had to ask what it meant. She told me that the hashtag exists because most people are like myself, that we had never heard of the city and how significant it really is. The hashtag was created to show that Spokane has a lot to offer and that there are really fun things to do around here. Being located in the Pacific Northwest, a huge part of Spokane is dedicated to outdoor activities. There are parks all around, including the infamous Manitou Park, which is absolutely gorgeous when it's in full bloom. And there are a lot of hiking trails around here, including one that runs through Idaho along the Spokane River. I'm getting off topic again, but I just can't help it. I am just so obsessed with how beautiful this place is and how much you actually can do here. #SpokaneDoesn'tSuck. Going back to why we are here though. Play that Macklemore song because we are heading downtown.
Downtown, 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 downtown.
Which was actually filmed in downtown Spokane, by the way. Downtown is honestly one of my favorite places to visit because there is so much that goes on, and you don't even realize it. Don't get me wrong though, driving and parking in downtown can be a nightmare, but once you're there and can take it all in, I personally feel like I'm in heaven. Maybe it's the city girl in me that loves the downtown vibe and atmosphere, but it just feels like you are in a whole new world. The big feature downtown would definitely be Riverfront Park and River Park Square. Riverfront Park is bigger than you would ever imagine, with several activities to fill your time and give you some entertainment. Depending on the time of year determines what may or may not be open though. Right now we are transitioning into beautiful spring weather, which means that a lot of activities are commencing. There is an adventurous gondola ride that takes you over the Spokane Falls. Right across that is a fun roller rink. During the winter, this transitions into an ice skating rink. We also have a water feature that the little kiddos can come run and play in. There is also the pavilion, which lights up at night with various colors and patterns that can give you entertainment for quite a while. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. Of course, it figures that the night I decided to go out and get all this footage for this video happens to be the same night that we are having one of the biggest events in a very long time. Hence why everywhere I go, it seems like a ghost town. Paul McCartney is kicking off his tour by playing at the Spokane Arena. Makes sense why no one is out and about tonight. They are all at the concert. Very exciting for this city because we normally don't get big musicians like that to play here. We normally get smaller and up-and-coming bands to play at our venues. I even saw a recent interview from someone that worked at the arena that said that after Paul McCartney announced his tour and that he was coming to the arena for his first stop, a bunch of other big names and groups reached out and said that they want to stop in Spokane for their tour. How cool is that? For being someone who loves music and attending concerts, I would be ecstatic to have more opportunities to see some of my favorite artists. And Paul McCartney is only the beginning. In just a couple more days, The Weeknd is also playing at the arena. This could be the start of something amazing and continue to help the development and growth of the city. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. The further you go into the downtown areas, there is still more things to explore and experience. There are several concert venues that host multiple events every week. My favorites would definitely be the Knitting Factory and the Pin. Both venues are smaller than most, so it creates such an intimate atmosphere inside. We also have the Spokane Comedy Club. When a comedian goes on tour, that is generally where they would perform. Instead of transitioning a concert venue to fit the needs of a comedy show, we have our very own comedy club dedicated to that form of entertainment. I feel that I also have to talk about the luxury side of downtown as well. Spokane is home to the beautiful and luxurious hotel, the Davenport. One of the classier hotels in the area that is known to be such a grand place to be. You can get all dressed up and go out and have some cocktails with the girlfriends, or if you need a night away with your loved one, it's a lovely and intimate place to stay. There is so much in the downtown area that makes the location remarkable and definitely someplace you'd want to visit. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. Downtown Spokane is not just for playing and having fun though. There are actually a lot of businesses that live in the downtown area as well. Right across the street from Riverfront Park is River Park Square, home to many retail stores, restaurants, a movie theater, and even outside businesses. I know that our local newspaper, the Spokesman Review, has offices there where some of their writers and editors work on their articles. I have to imagine other businesses do the same thing. It's incredible to me to think that so many different things could reside within the same area as each other. Probably another reason why I like downtown so much. Just knowing that everything you could think of exists in one way or another in the downtown area. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. Now that you have an idea of what a typical week could look like for downtown Spokane, let me tell you about the big events that come to the Lilac City. First, I have to mention Bloomsday because that is actually happening this upcoming weekend. I know, so much going on this weekend. It's insane. Bloomsday is an annual 12K race where you can walk or run the course. It has become a national event where people from all over the country come to participate in this race. We even have these beautiful statues and figurines in front of our Riverfront Park to signify how important the race is to the city. It is all over the news right now as we are preparing to host the first live race since the start of the pandemic. I know that it will be amazing and that everyone will have a great time, just knowing that everything is on track to getting back to normal. Another huge event coming very soon to Spokane is the Broadway musical Hamilton. Theater culture is very big in this town as well. So we normally get Broadway musicals to stop here on their tours. Hamilton has become a huge musical over the past few years, so it is very exciting that it will be stationed here for almost a month. Some other big events that also occur in Spokane include Hoop Fest, which is a small basketball tournament that again attracts the attention and participation of small teams from all across the country. This generally takes place towards the end of summer. There also is an event called Pig Out in the Park. I'm sure that everybody has something similar to this in their city. Back in Vegas, it was called Foodie Fest. It's where a bunch of food trucks come together. In particular, they come to Riverfront Park, and you get to walk around and taste all the different foods of your liking. It's just a fun way to try something new and not have to pay a crazy amount of money in case you don't like it. This generally takes place at the end of summer as well, almost at the beginning of fall. There are several other events that also take place at Riverfront Park, including some outdoor concerts, but I would say the ones that I just listed are the most recognizable. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. I also have to take this opportunity to discuss something very cool that I got to experience. I got to attend the special museum exhibition, DreamWorks Animation, the exhibition journey from sketch to screen. Spokane has the opportunity to host this exhibition for several months. This is a rare and unique opportunity to experience something different in the city because this doesn't normally happen. I had been wanting to go for a while, and this video was the push I needed to actually go do it. So just join me for a moment as we experience this DreamWorks animation exhibit together. And don't forget, hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. We can't forget about the sports though. Spokane is home to the beautiful University of Gonzaga. With that comes one of the best college basketball teams, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, which they are also located very close to the downtown scene, which is only about a street away to be exact. Spokaneites are huge supporters of local sports teams and love to represent in any way they can. You can find their merchandise pretty much anywhere you go and have the chance to support the team. They are an incredibly talented team which has gotten them in some high positions during the NCAA tournament. We have so many opportunities to attend in-person games, but college basketball season is over right now, or else I would have taken you. But still exciting to think about, and it's fun to see everyone gear up when the season comes back around. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. Did you also know that Spokane has a minor league hockey team? The Spokane Chiefs. Tiny but mighty, I would just like to say. They also play at the Spokane Arena, so still staying downtown for all the fun and exciting events that happen. They are currently in their playoff season and kicking some booty. I know it might not seem significant because minor league teams are not hard to come by, but I have recognized a few names in the National Hockey League that came from the Spokane Chiefs. So that, I think, is pretty cool. I would say there is a huge hockey following here too because our neighbors are the Seattle Kraken, who we also had the opportunity to host their first ever preseason game of their inaugural season at the arena. I'd say we're checking all the boxes here. Go Sea Kraken! And once again, hashtag Spokane doesn't suck. Spokane is a little quirky, but is such a fun place to be in. Have you seen the giant red wagon? Apparently it's a hit with tourists and is a must-see when coming to visit. Oh, and we also have a trash goat. Goats are very popular around here, so people decided to install a trash can that looks like a goat. Again, quirky, but what makes Spokane unique and stand out from other places. Now that I've been here a few years, I can understand why Spokane is becoming such an up-and-coming city, and one to be talked about. I almost feel silly now, not knowing what this city was or what went on here. But I am honored to have gotten the opportunity to move here and see the growth that has taken place, even in just the past few years. Spokane is a city to be on your radar and always know about. Trust me, you'll want to see it. Hashtag Spokane doesn't suck.